What if I told you there was a project that wanted to be a Web3 Swiss Army knife? One single place where you could mint NFTs, cook up new DeFi products, even launch games, all in one spot, and run by the users. Well, that incredibly ambitious project is Dego Finance.
But here's the billion-dollar question, right? Is Dego this groundbreaking piece of Web3 infrastructure with a super bright future? Or is it a project that just kind of lost its steam after months and months of radio silence? That's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So to really get a handle on where Dego is today, we have to first go back and look at just how big their original vision really was.
At its heart, Dego Finance was basically designed to be like a box of Legos for the blockchain. The idea was to combine NFTs, DeFi, and these reusable Web3 parts into building blocks so that anyone, and I mean anyone, could build their own apps without having to invent everything from scratch. And man, this vision was huge. This was never meant to be just another NFT marketplace. No way. They were shooting for the moon, an all-in-one toolkit for everything. Minting, trading, staking, these wild FOMO-style auctions, plus a ton of tools for developers. And the cherry on top? The whole thing was supposed to be governed by a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization run by the community. Super, super ambitious. But, having a big idea is one thing. Actually pulling it off, that's a whole different story. And pretty soon, the narrative started to change as some worrying signs began to pop up. So after launching back in 2020, things looked pretty good at first. But then, the trail starts to go cold. Their last official roadmap was for the year 2025. Then, in June of that year, boom, the token price plummets 49% in a single day. And now, here we are in 2026, and there's no new public roadmap, just a concerning lack of any real development updates. And this comparison really puts it all into perspective. I mean, look at the 2025 goals, evolving their gaming platform, integrating with AI and the TON blockchain, all awesome stuff. But the reality in 2026? Well, no public progress has been shared on any of it. Their social media is technically active, yeah, but it's mostly just motivational quotes, not the hard-hitting technical updates the community is desperate for. So with all that said, where does Dego Finance actually stand right this minute? Let's take a quick, no-nonsense look at the numbers. As of early 2026, the project's market cap is hovering right around $7.5 million. That gives you a pretty clear picture of its current size in the market. And as for the Dego token itself, it's got a fixed maximum supply, a hard cap, of 21 million. That's a really key part of its whole economic setup.
But, and this is a huge but, here's the twist. Despite the silence and the crazy price swings, on-chain data shows there are still active token holders. There's real trading and staking happening. It suggests there's this core community that's still sticking around, even when the project seems to be stuck in limbo.
Okay, so this brings us to a major fork in the road. Given everything we now know, what are the potential futures for Dego Finance? Let's break down the possibilities.
You can really see this playing out in one of three ways. First, the bullish case. Dego drops an amazing new roadmap, they land some big partnerships, and people start actually using it. That could spark a major revival. Then there's the neutral path. It just kind of chugs along, a functional ecosystem, but with pretty limited growth. And then the bearish outcome. The lack of new development and all the intense competition just cause the project to slowly fade away.
All right, to wrap things up, let's be crystal clear about the biggest red flags you absolutely need to keep an eye on here. See, the thing is, all these risks are tangled together. The fact that there's no roadmap creates a ton of uncertainty, which, as we've seen, can lead to insane price volatility. Its pretty low market cap makes it vulnerable and can mean there's not a lot of liquidity. And this is all happening while other, more focused competitors are eating their lunch, solving the very problems Dego was trying to tackle all at once. So I'll leave you with this final thought. If the Dego team came out tomorrow with a brand new, clear, ambitious roadmap, do you think that could actually bring the project back to life and recapture that early excitement? Or has the ship already sailed? Is it possible its moment has just passed?